Hey, what's up, guys? Rob, Feedbackwrench. If you are an accountant or tax professional or thinking of starting your own accounting business, you've been following all this outsourced accountant coaching that I do, man, check out all my other videos. If you're a student and you're thinking of starting your own firm, man, there's great value in going and working for a firm, a CPA firm, maybe a big four firm. But you could probably make more money starting your own firm eventually. You always got to get credibility and move. But today, what I want to talk about is this Corvee tax planning. Okay, tax planning is becoming a really big thing out there. And I want to show you a tool that we developed for one of our customers who actually uses Corvee, which is Andrew Argue's tool to show the overall value of your tax planning, right? And what you're going to see out there right now in the accounting and tax planning space is there's a couple different things that people are doing, right? First of all, we all know that doing business owner taxes and accounting seem to be just much easier. I would always choose to build a B2B business rather than a direct to consumer. The only time I would build a direct to consumer accounting firm is if I planned on doing financial planning or insurance advising. And the idea is you want to be more of an estate planner and a retirement planner to help people with their taxes in retirement so that you can get assets under management as a wealth advisor. That's where all the money's at. Otherwise, what you're going to do is you're going to work night and weekends and you're going to do 9 million web tax returns. Okay. And my tax guy, I have a tax guy that has helped me in the past. He does a great job and that's what he does. He's been doing it for like 100 years and he does so many taxes every year. And it's just what he likes to do. It's what he's called to do. But most of the people I talk to want to have a more qualitative relationship with business owners. They don't want to work themselves to death. They don't want to be in a rat race against TurboTax. They'd much rather add bigger value. But the only way I would do a direct to consumer is if I was going to be a financial planner or work hand in hand with a financial planner or an insurance one. So basically, you can feel okay about telling them to buy insurance products from you. So B2B is where it's going, right? And when you're in B2B, you're going to see that there's a couple different services. You certainly have cleaning up books and doing tax returns, right? The bread and butter of what you do is you intersect with somebody who owns a business. You need to make sure that they're up to date with their tax or their bookkeeping and their P&L and make sure that their books look great and then do their year-end taxes. Now, I always talk about what you should do is try and get them on a monthly retainer so that you can provide proactive tax planning throughout the year. You can do their services for them. You can just really serve them and have very few clients. I would say 16 clients can create six figures pretty easily. And that's totally true. But by doing that monthly thing, you create some predictable income for yourself, right? But the bread and butter of what you're going to want to do is to make sure that when you find a business owner, hey, I'll do all the backup bookkeeping, cleanup, whatever. I'll do all the books from last year that you let rot and get ruined. I'm going to get it all up to date. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do your year-end taxes and your personal taxes. You should do that as like a project, right? And you have to start with that. No matter what, you want businesses coming to you. And if businesses come to you, you use paid search ads with a great website, and then you go do proactive prospecting, you will get in front of those people. But another thing that you want to do is you want to do tax planning, right? So this tax planning is pretty interesting. The idea is that you want to create a tax plan for them. And Corvee provides this tool that allows you to, and I'm just going to show you this new website we built for this wonderful tax planner. Corvee has some really great tools, but what I'm going to talk about is the bottom line that I used when I would go to a customer and show them why they should do business with us. So we built this simple tool on the footer of their website of Tiara's website. And I'm telling you, if you're a woman entrepreneur, if you own a daycare or an in-home daycare, or if you're just a real estate agent or even a graphic designer, and you want to work with somebody that wants to help you as a mother, as a woman, and wants to help you keep more of your money in a super shrewd manner, you got to go to Scaled Tax and Accounting. It's Scaled TNA. She's great. She's out of Pennsylvania, out of Philadelphia. And yeah, she's absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to decline that for now and call them right back because I think I know who that is. So essentially what we did here is we said, we gave the bottom line, right? And what it comes down to the bottom line that you need to show people is about how much tax are they going to save if they choose to work with you. And you're going to help them identify whether or not an S Corp is a good idea, find out if there's some planning around real estate, retirement plans, and but the main driver in tax planning is implementing an S Corp, right? We all know that. So what you want to do is you just want to find out how much are they paying in net profits as a sole proprietor. And then you want to show them, well, what if we took a portion of that and we didn't pay self-employment taxes on it? So again, if you made $100,000 and there's my accountant. If you made $100,000, $100,000 of that is subject to self-employment tax. That means you're paying $15,300. Now, if we were to cut that in half, I'm going to save you $7,600. So what we did here is we just created a simple tool that shows, okay, on $95,000 in profit, here's what your Social Security taxes would be as a sole proprietor. Here's your Medicare tax as a sole proprietor, and here's your total taxes. Now, if we were to implement some of these strategies, primarily in S Corp, what we anticipate is instead of having $14,000 in taxes, we anticipate you'll have about $7,650, and ultimately we think you'll save probably around $6,000 a year if you implement this strategy, almost $7,000 a year. How does that sound? So what's funny is that you don't have to have us build it onto your website. That's not what I'm saying here, but really having this is the bottom line, right? Now you can show them what a C Corp looks like and all these other things. You can get into the weeds with them if you want. The bottom line is, hey, we're going to have to do some analysis to figure out where you're going to be at in terms of your S Corp. But it looks like you probably have between $5,000 and $8,000 in savings that we can go after. How does that sound? Now, here's what you have to do to actually get that implemented. So the main thing I wanted to show you is that I think Corvee is great. I would definitely recommend that you take a look at it. But remember that as long as you can kind of line up where they currently are in a basic manner and then show them in a basic manner and in some sort of visual way that, they've got $6,800 in taxes they're overpaying. That's a big deal, right? And you're going to help mitigate that. You're going to help reduce that, and you're going to take care and make their life much easier. That's huge. So again, I think Corvee is a great tax product. I think it's worth taking a look at. It's maybe a little rich for a lot of you guys. And if you're a smaller business just looking to get started and get some of the benefit, it's all about conveying the value. And that's the bottom line. Okay, the reason why Corvee is good is, yes, you can do a tax plan and charge for the tax plan because you can show, hey, after 10, now what you can do, here's the second part. Sorry, I suppose I should have just shown you this. The second part is you can go into like Dave Ramsey's future value calculator, right? This is a great one, an investment calculator. And you could show, hey, if I'm saving you, you can say, enter your current age. Let's just say this person's 30, right? And over the next 37 years, we're going to take that $6,800. So we're doing about $520 a month. We're starting, we have 0 saved. We're going to save $520 a month. We're going to earn about 10%. So if you were to do this for the next 37 years, I'm going to make sure that at the end of this, you have $2.4 million if you put this in a Roth IRA and earn 10%, right? So the second part of what it does is it shows the opportunity costs of not being in the market, right? Now you could do all sorts of stuff with that money, but by showing at least what happens if you invest that over the next couple of years, save them taxes, show what happens if they invest it, because they need to be investing if they're being an S Corp, right? You have to have something going. That's going to show a ton of value, because ultimately what you need to show is that you're going to be value to them. You're going to be super valuable. And there's two sides to value. One is how much you can save them in taxes, but probably more importantly is how much time you can save them and if you can be a staff alternative. Again, any business owner that has any employees, if you can start working with them, they understand what it means to pay an employee. And what you're going to find is that, doggone it, you charging $1,000 a month is way cheaper than them hiring a full-time person to kind of do their bookkeeping and kind of do some financial stuff for them. So that actually can be a place where you add even more value. And then so again, we're talking about Corvee. We're talking about whether or not it's good. I think it's good. But for you to show tax planning, The real basic thing you do is you just you take whatever portion is not subject to self-employment tax on this. And we just say, okay, well, it was $95,000. What if we took half of that? And so if $40,000 times, so you go 40,000 times 0.153, that's going to show you how much you're not going to pay in self-employment taxes. Now you have that big nugget number. The other thing that you want to do is line up everything that they get, right? I'm going to do your tax return for you. I'm going to do your business tax return for you. We're going to do your tax payments throughout the year. Every month, I'm going to pay in your taxes through the payroll system for you. I'm going to create a comprehensive tax plan for you. We're going to provide the bookkeeping software for you. We're going to do the bookkeeping for you every week or every month. I'm going to provide you with financial reports to show you how your profitability is. I'm going to actually do the payroll system for you so you don't ever have to lift a finger. We're going to make sure that you get a comprehensive look at your retirement plan and how do you invest. I'm going to make sure that you're not overpaying in your retirement funds. I'm not a financial planner, but I'm going to make sure that you're not doing anything silly, not getting ripped off. I'm also going to make sure that we look at everything in terms of your financial goals in the future, and I want to help you accomplish that. And I want to help you accomplish that in a really meaningful, tax efficient way. So as we do this, I'm going to be kind of your financial person too. I'm going to help you. I'm going to serve as a second set of eyes on everything so that you're being as wise as you can and you can actually accomplish your goals. When you line that up, I'm telling you, that's such a fantastic way to show all the value. Hey, you're going to pay this. We're going to save this. You're going to get this. And that's as good as a Corvee thing. You can do that on a sheet of paper. You could do it on a website. We could build you a website and have it done for you. Good luck. God bless. Go to feedbackwrench.com. Love the opportunity to connect with you guys. It's so much fun. We have so many cool clients, and yeah, have a good one, guys.